stepping up their attacks. Karen Travers has the latest.
It's already been a marathon election season, but now the sprint to the finish line. And the campaign trail's crowded. On the tarmac in Cleveland yesterday, there's Hillary Clinton's plane. Right over there, Donald Trump's. ABC's David Muir with exclusive Labor Day interviews with the candidates and their running mates. Clinton blasting Trump, saying he created a diplomatic incident with Mexico, with his claim that he didn't discuss payment for his border wall.
He came out saying one thing, and the Mexican president contradicted him almost immediately. He didn't raise it, so he did choke.
I don't choke, she chokes. I've been given A+ for the job I did in Mexico.
But Trump still seems to be waffling on what he'll do with the 11 million undocumented immigrants here in the U.S.
I'm going to make a decision, or somebody will, whether it's me or somebody else, because perhaps, depending on the time, by that time we'll have a secure border, we'll have a wall.
And Clinton with a literal choke yesterday, a coughing fit at a rally.
Every time I think about Trump, I get allergic. Boy, we have 63 days to go.
This, as a new CNN poll out this morning, shows the race in a dead heat.
If Hillary Clinton thought she could coast in the home stretch of this thing, she better tighten up her track shoes and buy a bigger box of cough drops and be prepared for a very, very close race.
The candidates are focusing on key battlegrounds today. Hillary Clinton is in Florida, where the race is tight, while Donald Trump is in Virginia, trying to make up ground. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Former Fox News anchor Gretchen Carlson has settled with the network for a reported $20 million. The settlement is from a sexual harassment lawsuit that Carlson filed against the network and its now former CEO Roger Ailes. Fox News issued an apology to Carlson, who also issued her own statement saying in part she's gratified and will now redouble her efforts to empower women in the workplace. Not long after the settlement details were released this morning, Fox News announced its longtime anchor Greta Van Susteren is leaving the network effective immediately. Her husband telling the New York Times that she is exercising a clause in her contract that lets her leave if Roger Ailes is not in control anymore. Brett Hume will replace Van Susteren during the upcoming election. Well, Hermine is no longer a hurricane, but the storm is lingering off the East Coast, creating some really rough surf. Look at this video. A tropical storm warning is in effect from New York's Long Island all the way up to Massachusetts. Winds from the storm are causing dangerous waves and rip currents. Meanwhile, in parts of Massachusetts, Hermine's strong winds brought down trees and wires. No one was hurt, but some people spent their Labor Day and today just cleaning up some of the mess. You know, again, we really kind of dodged a bullet this weekend.
It looked all along it was going to stay. The coast was going to be the thing. And now there's still some 70-mile-per-hour winds, but they're all on the eastern side of the circulation. So they're way out at sea, and they're not going to come back on land. So, you know, I mean, the coastal section of New England getting buffeted around a bit. But we wound up with a pretty good weekend here with just a couple hundred miles as a buffer. So it worked out well. Let's get started now, because our next big weather headline is not tropical. It is like mid-summer heat. You know, we've had a number of heat waves this summer, and we're about to have another. Take a look right now live outside at our WeatherBug camera. This Congressional Country Club in Bethesda, 83 degrees, a beautiful day. The air is dry, so very little in the way of cloud formation expected. 87 in Herndon as we speak, 83 in Aspen Hill, 83 in Largo, 84 degrees in Fort Washington, Chevy Chase at 86 right now, and 83 degrees in Aspen Hill. So numbers are going to rise. We're close to 90 degrees this afternoon in most areas. We'll pick a number out of a hat. 91 is the number we're calling for the high at Reagan National. Everybody else will be close. Temperatures will slowly start to fall through the 80s tonight, and it'll be fairly comfortable. Just as a point of reference, now here in early September, our average high is down to 83 degrees. So as we forecast these numbers well into the 90s, it's going to be way above average temperatures for this time of year. A couple showers across eastern Ohio. We have a little energy going to try to get moving tomorrow, especially tomorrow afternoon, evening. We'll keep an eye on some showers. Isolated storms could pop in the higher elevations to the west. Maybe some will be into our area. This is the circulation around Hermine. When it was a tropical storm and hurricane, all the strong winds were right around the center. But when it goes post-tropical, the wind field spreads out. So right now, the lighter winds are in the middle, and the strong winds are way out here in these bands, some of them close to 70 miles per hour. But it will drift out to sea. Our futurecast still shows showers and possibilities not far offshore as we go through the next couple days. But the circulation loosens as the storm eventually heads out to sea. And we're going to look at the possibility as we get through tomorrow during the day of a few isolated showers. Maybe an isolated thunderstorm could give us some brief cooling, but it's not a cold front. It's not going to end the high temperatures. In fact, after this little disturbance goes through, rain or no rain, it's going to become even warmer as we head through the tail end of this week. So our forecast for the next few days, plenty of sunshine, 91 today, 92 tomorrow. More humid, though, as we hit Thursday. And Thursday's high, we're thinking about 97 degrees. And then for the next 7, 95 on Friday. And by then, humidity levels will be up, 96 degrees on Saturday. And then slowly, we start to back off the humidity. Is this unusual to get temperatures at this level in September? Nope. It's happened many times before. It's even happened later in the month of September than where we are right now. But we're going to be this week looking very closely at some of the longer range computer models to see if maybe, just maybe, this might be the last gasp of summer. Can't make any predictions yet, but that's something we're going to be looking on.
So in other words, let's hold on to it as long as we can.
Well, I'm ready to get rid of it. The 96, 97, enough's enough.
Well, yeah, but in three months we're going, wait a minute, boy, wish it were sunny and 90 again.
Going to be shoveling.
Exactly.
Yep, good point.
All right, Doug.